10 years after the Great East Japan earthquake, Fukushima Prefecture has been making steady progress in its recovery efforts, while receiving a lot of support and encouragement from Japan and abroad. Telling the story of Fukushima today as they face the future and continue to take on challenges. March 2020. Futaba Town, Okuma Town, and Tomioka Town have had their evacuation orders lifted for some of the difficult-to-return areas. At present, the evacuation order due to the nuclear power plant disaster has been lifted in all areas in the prefecture except for the difficult-to-return areas. There has also been steady progress in the recovery and formation efforts being done in the disaster areas, such as the complete decontamination of the entire prefectural region outside of the difficult-to-return areas. Regarding the air dose rate of the prefecture, it's become around the same level as other major cities across the world. However, the recovery of the affected areas, including the difficult-to-return areas, is still ongoing, and more than 30,000 people are still in evacuation. We must continue doing environmental improvements so that people can live peacefully. The JR Joban line between Tomioka and Namie Station has been closed since the earthquake. March 14, 2020. For the first time in 9 years, service was resumed, and operation of all Joban lines has been restored. The reopening of the Joban line, which serves the local community, was a major step toward reconstruction. 96% of the entire restoration work from the disaster has been completed, and the construction of 8 major routes is underway to support the revival of Hamadori. The restoration and formation of livelihoods is also essential for the recovery of the region. We keep Fukushima Pride in our hearts as we take on challenges across different fields. In the coastal fisheries of Fukushima Prefecture, a trial operation is being carried out on the fish that have been confirmed as safe by the monitoring inspection. April 2020. At the Ukedo fishing port, they are making steady progress in preparation for full-scale operations, including holding their first auction in 9 years. In addition, the local fishermen's cooperative released young ayu fish into the Kido River for the first time in 10 years, and preparations began for the resumption of ayu fishing. We have ensured the safety of agricultural products from Fukushima Prefecture through measures against radioactive materials and thorough inspections. The entire prefecture has come together in their efforts to become the best in Japan when it comes to implementing better agricultural practices and obtaining the GAP certification, which ensures the reliability of agriculture.
福島の門はさすがだな、立派だということを感じていただけるように努力を続けています。
Delicious agricultural, forestry, and marine products filled with Fukushima Pride are highly praised overseas, resulting in steady exports. Even in the disaster-struck areas, farming is being resumed in rapid succession. And there are also new local specialties being produced. Because of these proactive efforts, the agricultural output of Fukushima Prefecture has recovered to 90.7% of its pre-earthquake level. New and original types of goods have also been created to further boost Fukushima's agriculture. In hopes of creating the best rice in Japan, Fuku Warai was developed from Fukushima over a period of 14 years. A brand which can only be cultivated by select farmers who uphold commitment about its taste and quality. Fuku Warai made its full-scale debut in 2021.
本当にお米を食べたい。今日はご飯が食べたいからご飯を炊こうっていう時に選ばれるお米になってもらえれば。
New technologies that will lead the future of Fukushima are also being created. Centered in the Hamadori region, a new industrial base is born, where a gathering of cutting-edge technology and research in robotics, energy, aerospace, and more come together. Fukushima Innovation Coast Framework. In March 2020, the Fukushima robot test field was fully opened. As a major development demonstration point for land, sea, and airfield robots, cutting-edge technologies such as drones and flying cars are being developed. March 2020. The Fukushima Hydrogen Energy Research Field opens. At the world's largest hydrogen production demonstration site that uses renewable energy, a model for the realization of a future world based on alternative energy will be created on Fukushima's soil. The Great East Japan Earthquake and Nuclear Disaster Memorial Museum was opened on September 20th, 2020. Through exhibitions, videos, and storytellers who experienced the earthquake, the records and lessons from this massive and complicated disaster will be sufficiently passed on to future generations.
この福島で起こったことをですね、事実と教訓、こういった経験をですね、皆様にご理解いただいて、ぜひ自分事として捉えていただくような見方をしていただいて、皆様の学びに生かしていただけるような伝え方をしてまいりたいというふうに思っております。
Recovery is still ongoing. People are working together towards the next stage, which will be full of smiles. We will continue one step at a time to make steady progress in the realization of a Fukushima that is full of hope.